doors. We saw how to make our windows. And going over here to the bathroom now, I'm going to go to the plumbing fixture layer. And what I've got right here is I have a representation of a toilet, a sink, and a bathtub. Now, as far as that goes, you could actually just draw basic shapes and I'd be happy with it. Now I'll show you just, and basically what I'm gonna have you guys go ahead and do that just to give you the CAD skills. I'll try to do blocks later, but for right now, all I'm looking for right now is like a rectangle right now. A rectangle right here. Now, one thing about the rectangle is you can actually supply another feature to it, fillet. And a fillet will actually give you rounded edges. So if I click on fillet, it asks me what's your fillet radius. I'm going to say 6 or 6 inches. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and just kind of pick 2 points and show you what I'm going to get here. So I'm going to put it right in the corner here, and if you pull it out here, I am kind of creating a rounded kind of tub type thing here. All right, so that's what we could do for a tub. 3 inches would probably have been a better fillet. So I wonder if I can change that. Let's see here. I change that. I could just do a D curve. No, I didn't like that. Oh well, I'm kind of stuck with it. Unless I wanted to change it, I could go ahead and start my rectangle again, and my rectangle command, and I could use instead, I could use the fillet of, let's say, 3. If I do that, I can go ahead and start here, and I'm going to go out, that's a little better. And I'm going backwards, so since I'm going backwards, I'm going to say, I want to go over -5 feet, because 5 feet tends to be about the size of the tub, -5 feet, comma, -3 feet, because that's usually the width. Okay, so if I do that, that's roughly a tub right there, and then I can offset the lip of that tub about, what, 3 inches, right? I can go ahead and offset this to get that kind of a lip right there. And then, looks like I need to fillet those too. So I'll fillet those right there, and I'll make my radius, we'll make it 3, just to kind of keep it consistent. And then I'll go ahead and I can actually use a multiple option, so I can do several at a time. And so I'm just kind of putting this together, and just creating content. Okay, so that's your tub right there, and then your sink is going to be the same thing. You're going to do the same kind of a thing. I'm going to go ahead and make a sink like here, like that, and then I can offset that as well. And then I can make my toilet tank like this, and make that a little bit smaller. And then the last thing I'm going to do is make an ellipse. And an ellipse is a shape that looks like this right here, and you can go ahead and make an ellipse using axis N, for instance. I click here, and I click here, and then just kind of like pull it this way or that way, kind of like that, give it that kind of look. And you can edit it when you're done. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to offset this lip of the sink over this far, like that. And then I can fill it those edges as well. No, let's see, they're filled in. Okay, so we're good to go there. So that is how we would begin to just populate that bathroom, and then we understand how we make the door and so forth. Are there any other questions as we're along here?
I got a quick question. When you went over, you put in a negative dimension.
I did.
That's the first time you've done that. I mean, when you're doing the outside walls, you can use a negative dimension.
Actually, it's not the first time I did it, but I'll show you what I was taught, what I mean by that. If I go back here, and if I go back to one of the drawings we worked on already, and I should probably just download this. But if I go back to the intro assignments right here, and if I go to here, and if I go to the clockwise, remember this right here? Okay, so going from here, if I'm clicking on this point right here and going in this distance, that's going to be positive because it's going to the right.
No, yeah, I understand how it works, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So if you're going to go to the, I mean, if you're just going to go, say, to the left at all, you do negative?
You don't, okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. From a point where you're going right now, if you do not, okay, in this particular instance, because I'm going at an angle at a certain distance, but I don't know how far, I gave you all the dimensions so you don't have to do these for this. With the tub, because of where, I could have just picked a point, but since I knew I was going to the left and down, I just typed that in to help myself a little bit easier. So it's not something you have to do, you could just pick the point, but to make it exact. Or I could have gone in the opposite direction, going from the bottom left and up, in which case it'd just be 5 and 3, 5 feet, 3 feet. Does that make sense? Okay. I see where you're coming from though. I see why that comes through your curveball, yeah. So, okay, so this one right here, that's where we also use negative values and positive values. As we, like for instance right here, if we were drawing this particular point and going from here to here, we went negative 0.25 and positive 0.25. get to this point, and going down to here, starting this point, we go positive 0.25 and negative 0.25. Because the right is positive, the left is negative, up is positive, down is negative. When you're dealing with AutoCAD, you're supplying relative Cartesian coordinates.
So, okay, go back up to that drawing again?
Yeah.
So, no, get that one, okay, see,
Which one, this one?
yeah, say you're on that corner right there, see you're on the corner?
Yep.
If you're gonna draw that line over there,
Which one, this
if
one?
you're gonna draw that line you're just on, from
This
that
one right
corner,
here?
no, that corner right there.
Yep.
Going straight over, would you have to put a negative number?
No, because I know the value. Okay, in other words, I'm not going to, basically because I know the distance right here, it's 1.5 typical. So that means since I'm going right here, you just gotta go over 1.5. You could put that in with 2 dimensions. You could actually, I see you're going with that. And the answer is you could do it either way, but it's a lot easier just to pull your cursor and to type in a distance, okay?
So
it's-
when you're not pulling your cursor, so when you're pulling your cursor, you don't have to put it.
Exactly,
Alright,
exactly.
alright.
So that's why the exterior, because it was all 90-degree increments, we could just type in the value.
I got you.
So that's easy to go. Make sense?
Yep, yep.
Okay, I see where you're going with that though. Okay, so I think you guys have enough to draw this. This is due by next week, this floor plan right here. I think you guys probably have enough to get this thing done. You may finish it tonight, you may not. So drawings A through H are due, and this floor plan drawing is due. So I'm gonna give you time right now, and I'll come around and help you out as you're going along. But let's work on those drawings, and let's work on this right here. For those that may have missed some stuff, probably not good to use your time on the tutorial right now. Let's just work on drawings right now. But on your own, I'd recommend you go up to the tutorial if you need that reinforcement of some of these concepts. So, okay, we threw a lot of character, yeah.
Do we need to do IJKL?
We're not gonna do that right now. I haven't had a chance to get into that content yet. I was originally gonna make it do, but right now, the direction of the class is going into place, so I kind of prefer to do this. We will return to IJK a little later.
Just before?
Yeah, because there's some really powerful commands that help us to construct IJK and L. It's not quite architectural. I wanna keep you guys on this architectural frame of mind, and we'll look at some of the other cool stuff later.